Good afternoon. It's Tuesday. I don't even know what the date is. It's not important. But it's Tuesday. And I thought it was probably about time that I came in and spoke to you this vlog. I'm very tired. I'm feeling very low energy just in general. I feel like my body needs something and I'm not sure what it is. I went for a walk yesterday, just a short walk, thinking that was going to perk me up, but it didn't. It was like really overcast and a bit humid, so I don't know if it was just like the lack of actual sun, like bright sun, even though I know I was probably still getting like the benefit of being outside. Something about walking and just really feeling the sun and seeing the clear skies that really sort of wakes you up. I might just go and stand in the garden for 5 minutes, but anyway, I don't know what it is. I feel rested in like a lot of ways, but I definitely feel like my body is craving something important and I don't know what it is. It's probably water. I will have a drink after I've done this clip. The weekend was, well, as you will have seen from my vlog that went up on Wednesday, that will go up tomorrow for me, but that you will have already seen. Thursday night Aiden was sick. Friday we came home from our holiday, managed to keep away the sickness in the car, thankfully. I was so scared that one of the boys was going to get sick in the car, but thankfully that did not happen. Aiden felt sick all the way home. I really feel for him. Like, it wasn't a long drive, but it feels so much longer when you feel sick. So we just went at a decent pace, but not like, we got out, had a stretch, fresh air, things like that. When we got home, a couple of hours after we got home, Rory was sick. He was only sick a couple of times, and then he was absolutely fine. Like, day after, he was like maybe a little bit tired, but was absolutely fine. And Aiden was definitely still a bit tired, but also pretty much fine. Sunday, they were both right as rain. Absolutely no problems from them on Sunday night. On Sunday, during the day. Aiden was then clear of sickness, so he could go out. So I think he went to the shop with Andrew just to pick up a few bits for the week. Then Sunday evening, just as we were getting ready for bed, Milo was sick. And we've never had like a sickness bug with a baby before. Usually the other two were older when they got their first sickness bug, so I was like really scared for Milo that he wasn't gonna, because he wasn't drinking his milk. He wasn't able to keep it down, so I was getting really worried. Luckily, he went to sleep. I managed to feed him like while he was asleep, and he managed to keep it down. So that was good. So that was Sunday night. Yesterday, he still didn't seem right. And then yesterday evening, he was sick again. So we went to the out of hours doctor and they were like, he's okay, he's just got a tummy bug. He'll be fine. I was like, okay, that's good. They were really nice. They weren't really patronising like I made it sound then. But yeah, basically just got to keep feeding him. So I'm basically now like, because he needs me for his fluids, me and Milo basically like housebound. So thankfully Andrew was able to take like a little tiny chunk of time so that the big boys could go and have a run around in the forest, because they need it, because they haven't really been out since we got home. So they need to go out into the forest and have a run around. But they couldn't have their tutor over yesterday because, well, we didn't want her to be ill. What else? Tomorrow should be fine. Aiden will be with my dad. Aiden's been like sick free for long enough that that'll be fine. But me and Rory basically just gonna have to stay here until well, all day. We might go for a walk, but yeah, so I really don't know what this vlog's going to be like. I've had a little bit of time to do some knitting. I am knitting on my scrappy stripes and I am so close to being done with the ribbing on the body. I'm going to finish that tonight and get the sleeves cast on because I really would like it to be finished for my next podcast, because that would feel like a real achievement. So I also really want to cast some more things on, but I'm being good and keeping my whips low. So yeah, I'm afraid things are really boring over here right now. So I apologise for that. I finished 2 books and didn't have anything else like set ready that I was really excited to start. I'm reading Yesteryear, but it's a hardback, so I can't read it, like I can't hold it in one hand while I'm feeding Milo or like while I'm holding him or anything while he's asleep. So it needs time when I can sit with it, and I haven't had that. I think I might start reading Howl's Moving Castle. Ow, just hit myself in the face with it. That was surprisingly painful. I think I might start Howl's Moving Castle because I really love the Ghibli adaptation, so I would like to read the book. But I'm also thinking that I could probably read it to the boys, but maybe I'll read it first because I do want to read it, and I'm reading something else to the boys. Oh, this is what I'm reading to the boys at the moment, Rainbow Grey. It's quite fun. Yeah, Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful sent us this, and the boys are really enjoying it. Like, Aiden just really wants to know what's happening next. I was kind of hoping that I would be able to do the thing where you like read them a couple of chapters and then you're like, oh no, that's it, I can't read you any more right now. I'll just leave it here. And then he would like pick it up and read it to himself. But he hasn't done that yet. So maybe it will happen. I've been watching Beccy from Back to Blighty. She is doing Tour de Police, and I have been absolutely loving it. I was just thinking about it now while I was winding this, like, ooh, I wonder if she's done another video. I know she probably hasn't because I think she put one out yesterday, and she's doing like 2 or 3 days at a time and just like little updates. It's like 15 minutes. Oh, and they're just so like relaxing, and she's just got such a gentle voice and like a really relaxing like vibe about her. I've really been enjoying it. I watched a few of her videos before, but like a little while ago, and she's definitely somebody that sort of pops up regularly in my feed and I'm like, oh yeah, I should watch. I'd like to watch that. Want to watch her podcast or something that she's posted. And then I just like, I don't actually watch that much YouTube anymore. I used to watch quite a lot of YouTube and I don't at the moment. I think because we're trying to not have Milo watching the telly. So I don't put YouTube on like during the day when I'm like hanging around at home. Also, like, I mean, the boys would absolutely 100% watch something like that. They love watching the people that I watch on YouTube. Who are their favourites? They really like Molly from Homespun House, Aiden particularly. That's one of mine and his Christmas traditions, is to watch Homespun House Vlogmas. He just loves it. Ali, he loves that. He loves to watch Ali. When we bumped into her in Rochester, she was chatting to Milo, and Aiden goes, "He probably recognises you from the telly," which I just thought was really funny. He likes to watch Ali, and they really like to watch Victoria as well. They like to see her cats. It's like, that's pretty, I'm pretty pleased with that they like to, oh, and Jude, Rewild Jude, he was the dyer from Stranded Dye Works before he closed his business and moved to Scotland and started a farm, not a farm, like a homestead, I guess. Rory loves Jude, so yeah, occasionally if I'm like, I'm gonna put a YouTube video on, they're like, is it this one, is it this one, is it this? So I reckon they would really like to watch Beccy as well. Same sort of cosy, restful, probably like kind of familiar, because fibre crafts, there's just like being in the kitchen and things like that. It's kind of just like watching some of the kind of stuff that we do at home. I know that Rory really likes Jude because Rory loves like tools and building things, and so he really likes to watch Jude do that. Something that me and Andrew would really love to be able to do more of with Rory, but we just don't have the space. So hopefully the new house will offer us a little bit more space for that kind of thing, because he just loves it. Maybe I need to get my dad on that. My dad likes to make stuff. He doesn't do it a lot, but he is good at it. So maybe I need to set him the challenge of like, I think the thing is though, my dad would probably just, quite rightly, be very cautious about like drilling and sawing with my child. He's like a little prisoner, like running his cut up and down the bars of the prison cell. Oh my god. I'm winding up some undyed yarn to go with my advent calendar from a homespun house from last year. Because I'm going to cast on my Cozy Comfort Throne. He's definitely tired though. Yeah, good idea. you too hot?
Which are just our baby mats, and I have a nice little cloak which I wear. And when I change into an eagle, the cloak.
Good morning. It's Thursday. Milo was perfectly happy, and now that I'm talking, he's getting grumpy. Just spending a little bit of time in the garden. I brought some stuff outside, mats and.
Florence, it's Edith.
No, that's not Edith, that's a bird.
No, I mean the bird is scared of Edith.
I came out here for a little bit of peace and quiet, but as you can tell, it didn't end up that way. Milo's having an explore, and the boys are playing a magic dragon game.
Going back, I'm now stopping.
Oh hey,
Stopping now.
I've offended them by saying that it's not peaceful.
No, we're going to play something else.
Okay, they're going to go play something else then.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to continue to have a little bit of time outside. I'm working on my crunkle socks while I'm out here. I'm almost done with this first foot, and we'll then do the toe, and then I can cast on the second one. I would really like to be able to set some time aside today to work on getting these finished and finishing the ribbing on my scrappy stripes, because they are both so close to being done. I would like to finish them soon. So, oh I know, there we go, grabbing the tripod. Yeah, it's so close to being ready for the toe. Just need to put a little bit of time into them. Yes. You can't have it. It's mine. So that's my sort of personal goals for the day, is to get this sock. Well, I mean, I could probably finish it if I actually get the time to work on it. But at the very least, he's coming back. At the very least, I'd like to get to the toe. If I can find another set of needles, then I could cast on the little bit of brown at the top of the second sock, and then as soon as I have finished the main colour in this one, I can add that into the second sock, and then I minimise the risk of not casting on the second sock. I would also like to spend a bit of time spinning today. I did add a little bit of footage yesterday of me just getting back into it. I have not spun in a long time. This is what I made yesterday. It's like, just literally wanted to get back into the flow, and then I tried a new, to me, technique of chain plying on the spindle, which I've not done before. And then I just took it off and I will start again because it's all about learning at the moment. But I've been watching, I think I mentioned it, I'm watching Beccy from Back to Blighty doing some spinning for Tour de Fleece. And my mum is also taking part in Tour de Fleece. So there's been a lot of spinning inspiration recently. And I felt like I wanted to get my stuff back out. So there's been a lot of spinning inspiration going on and I have succumbed. So, but my mum has all of my drop spindles. And I was supposed to see her on yesterday, but Andrew was ill with the sickness. So we didn't end up going over to theirs. So I didn't get my drop spindles back from her. And the next time I'm due to see her is Sunday, but who knows whether or not we'll all be well enough to go. I ordered a Turkish spindle, which I don't have a Turkish spindle, so it didn't feel like a silly purchase. I'm hoping that's going to come tomorrow because I don't love this spindle. It's very heavy, but I was doing okay with it. I was getting some quite fine threads with it, so that should hopefully be here tomorrow, and then I can have a little play with that. So that'll be nice. And then on Sunday, if we are well, we've got quite an exciting plan for Sunday, which I'll probably make into its own vlog because it's going to be, I think it's going to be an exciting one. So I might do a little spinning vlog. So that might be a little bonus. Just one day vlog. Okay, Milo's asleep and I'm now finally getting my cup of tea in peace in the garden. I just worked a little bit while everyone's having a snack. I just worked a little bit on my scrappy stripes and I'm now ready to cast off the body. I just need to decide how I'm going to do it because the pattern recommends a cast off, but it's a sewn cast off and I just don't know if I can I don't know if I can do that. For like wrist cuffs, that doesn't seem too much of a big deal, but when I've got like well over 100 stitches, I don't know how many I've got, but you know, I've got a lot of stitches. Can I really do that on the body? And the yarn that like the tail that I would need would be insane. So I don't know what I'm going to do for that. And I'm a bit torn about what to do in my moment of peace, my moment of quiet. Let me try this sock on and see how far from the toe we are. Yeah, I think I'm ready to start the toe, which is very exciting. I just need to check that I'm in the right point on the pattern. Oh. At some point, I started doing it wrong. Oh, and I can tell now. I had thought that it had started to look less crinkly. Oh no. I've just, at some point, I've started to do the pattern wrong. It's quite early as well. I think it must have been when I picked it back up again recently after having not worked on it for a while. I was just looking at the yeah, was just looking at the pattern to figure out whether or not I was on a row that I could end on. And I've realised that I've very early on lost a couple of rows in the... It doesn't really matter. It's just a bit of a shame. You can see, like, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but tea is on my arm. But at the top here, these ones, it looks nice and like rounded and crinkly, and then here they start to look a bit flat. You probably can't tell, but it's just, oh, there's a hornet in my garden. Which one are you? Every buzz now, I'm like, why is that not just like a super clear picture? Oh. My moment of peace outside has been completely ruined by possible hornet. I don't know. What was I saying? Well, I've got quite a lot of yarn left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this one off. I'm going to finish this one off. Just as it is. And then I'm going to knit the second sock properly to pattern. And then I will see if I have enough yarn to knit a third sock properly, the pattern. And I might make it a bit shorter in the leg, actually, the second one, because this is really long. I think it's going to be too long. So I think I'll probably make the ribbing shorter by about 5 rounds. And the leg a bit shorter as well. And then I'll just have potentially an odd sock, which I could pull out then if I've like, or maybe if I make it roughly the same length. And then worst case, I can wear them slightly odd and no one will know. But best case, I'll get a third sock out, and then I can just pull out this, like, one that's wrong. Can't believe that. I have been looking at it thinking, it's nice, but it's like not what I was expecting it to look like, and now I'm realising that that's because I was doing it wrong. Maybe I'll spin for a bit. finished the sock. Little toe is done. I'm not gonna sew the ends in just because, like I say, I'm gonna knit, try and knit a whole other pair. But I was thinking about it and I was like, I'm thinking like, why am I not just pulling this out? I'm kind of just gonna judge whether or not I can be bothered to knit a third one when I get to the end. I don't want to pull this one out and then be like, really not want to make a third one at the end, whereas if I make another one like this, or like if I make a second one, I can wear them and they can be odd and that's fine. But if I get to the end and I think, yeah, I think I would like them to match, then I can just pull this one out. So that's my plan. There we go. That feels like a good, productive thing to have achieved. And then next I need to decide on my stripes sweater. I really don't know what to do. So I'm making some croutons. I'm using some leftover olive bread. They smell delicious. Oh yes. Because I'm going to have a salad for tea. We sort of, there were a couple of things we needed to go out and shop for this week for various meals, and because there's been sickness and stuff in the house, we just haven't really gone out. So I didn't buy fish for tonight's tea. The boys can have pizza and I'm gonna have a salad, and then Andrew didn't eat burgers last night, but I got his like veggie burgers out, so they were defrosted, so they need to be eaten. So he's gonna have burger, I'm gonna have salad, and the boys are gonna have pizza. And sometimes that's just the way it goes. I thought I'd very quickly just show you what we got for the boys' forest school teachers, because they have quite a mix of staff that come in, so we're not really sure how many people to buy gifts for, or what any of them like, or what they're all called. So we just have kind of got together like a gift bag, and then we bought some like, they're called like treat boxes or something, and put those in. And then we've just got like a selection of stuff for them to do like a bit of a pick and mix basically, so that hopefully everybody gets something that they like. And then, you know, if one of them doesn't eat any of the things we've got, then maybe they can just take like a couple of bags of tea bags or something. So we got, let me move back a bit. We got a couple of selections of individually wrapped Twinings tea bags. Hopefully something for everybody in there. We got a selection of Green and Black's chocolate. I think some of these are vegan, or like dairy free, so hopefully there'll be something in there for everybody as well. Box of biscuits, they might just sort of share some of those tonight as they're getting tidied up. And then again, just in case they wanted some nibbles, I don't know, it's tricky when things aren't like individually wrapped, but yeah, and these ones are dairy free. Oh no, yeah, they're dairy free, but they're not vegan, but and they're nut free as well, so those. And then just in case anybody doesn't want to eat any of the things, just some little boxes of candles, but because they're individual, tea lights, they can also just split them up between them. So hopefully that will be nice. And then, you know, if there happens to be 7 of them there today, then they can split it all up. But if only 4 of them are there today, then they all get a really nice full treat bag. Just finished an audiobook, which feels great, and that means that I think I am now on 40 books read for the year. So I just need to read 1 more book to meet my stretch goal of 40. No, 4 more books to reach my stretch goal of 44 books this year. So I'm really, really pleased with that. I picked up a new book today. I've heard really good things about Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I have been waiting to see it in the shop. I was hoping to get a paperback because, like, look at this beast. But when I asked, they said that it wasn't gonna be available until autumn and that they didn't really know what autumn actually meant. And so I was like, I want to read it now. Will I actually get to it now? I don't know, but I wanted to have the option. So I bought it, and then I might, if I enjoy it, I'll try and get the other ones in paperback, or see if I can get them out of the library on my Kindle or something like, or on the Libby app or something like that, you know, and then get the paperbacks when I can. Anyway, that was just a bizarre train of thought. It's Saturday evening. We've had a really lovely day. We had quite a big lie-in for us this morning. Lila didn't wake up. Well, I woke up at about 7 to feed, 7:15 to feed Milo, and then he went back to sleep and didn't wake up again until 8. So I was in bed just like scrolling on my phone for probably like 45 minutes by the time I'd fed him and things like that. So that was really nice, actually, to just have a little bit of quiet time. If I'd realised he was going to go to sleep for quite so long, I probably would have like read my book or something instead of scrolling on my phone, but I didn't know how long he was going to be asleep. So my battery's about to die. Let me just change that. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying at all. Oh yeah, we had a really nice day. So like woke up, yeah, and then had a relaxing morning. The boys did like an online comic book like webinar. Attending, obviously, not leading it, and they really enjoyed that. And then had some lunch. We went into the city, and I'd intended to film things, but I just didn't get the chance. It's been a bit of a funny week with like people being ill and just not really getting out of the house or doing very much. I think we were all getting a little bit cabin feverish by the end of the week, so I just kind of didn't really feel like picking the camera up. So I don't know what footage I've got. I know I did like a couple of quite long talky sections, so hopefully it's not like just too much talking. I say as I extend another talky section. This is going to be the last clip for the week vlog. I know it's Saturday, but tomorrow I am going to my parents' house to do something quite exciting, and that we're doing like a whole day thing, so I thought I would just get a whole day vlog. So I might include a little bit of b-rolly type stuff after this. That's like a sneak peek of that video. Although that might go out first. No, probably not actually. But anyway, I probably won't talk to the camera again today because I want to get this footage onto the laptop and get it ready to edit so that I can clear my memory card ready for tomorrow. So I wanted to just come in and tell you some of the exciting things that I have to tell you, and then wrap it up for this time. So my Turkish spindle arrived, my drop spindle. I think I got a little bit of footage of me using it earlier today. I absolutely love it. It is my new favourite way to spin. I never like fully got the hang of my wheel. I've got an Ashford Joy, I think, and it just never properly clicked. I'm very much self-taught, and I'm very much somebody that just kind of plows in and learns on the fly. So it just never, like, I enjoyed it, but it never really clicked, and I was never able to get like a really consistent thread. But this just clicked. I have done lots of drop spindling before, and it is just a drop spindle, but I really like the shape. I like how light it is. I like how it spins quickly. I love winding it on, getting this beautiful, like, it's hard to, getting the beautiful cob, I think it's called. I really love that. So it came with a little bit of floof. It was packed with to like protect it. So I sort of spun that up just to sort of, because why not? Why would I not? But once I got spinning, I was like, I don't think I really need to practice. So I went to Norfolk Yarn, which is one of the yarn shops in Norwich, and picked up a 100 grams, I think it is. No, maybe it's not 100 grams. But I picked up, it's some Ashford something or other. This is called Sorbet, and it was merino silk blend. I've no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I liked the colour, and I just wanted something a little bit nicer to try spinning up before I think I said I've got a couple of braids that I want to spin up. Before I do those, I wanted to have something else that was nice but not my special braids. But yeah, so I bought myself that. I guess I just wanted to buy some fibre. So I did. So that's what I'm spinning up at the moment. Really pleased with how it's turning out. Really, really loving the spindle, finding a really nice flow with it. So yeah, I'm enjoying that very much. Yeah, I've cast on some new things. I'm recording a video about that. And yeah, next week is my last week of weekly vlogs, and then I've got a smattering of other vloggy type videos to work on and bring to you. So let's keep your eye open for those. I was gonna do like a mid-year reading and crafting check-in, but like with vlogging and holidays and being sick, that like I just didn't have time. So I will probably do, my podcast will probably also be my mid-year check-in, even though it's going to be coming out in August, which just don't even want to think about the fact that it's nearly August. And then I'll do a reading wrap up and check in as well, and talk about my like mid-year and my goals and thoughts and plans for the rest of the year. So that's my plan. So this is it for this video. Like I say, there might be a little bit of b-roll from tomorrow, but I will be doing a, hopefully, all being well, I'm going to be doing a full day vlog, which you'll see pretty soon. I'm not going to like hang on to that for very long, so you'll see that soon. And then you'll see me again next week. I'll be back with another weekly vlog. And like the run up to my birthday. Exciting! It's my birthday soon. In fact, what day is it today? Oh, it's the 18th of July today, so it's less than 10 days till my birthday. I'm very excited for my birthday. No idea what we're going to do, but I know that I would like it to start with a cup of tea and some knitting in bed. That's what I know so far. So I'm going to put that out into the universe and also into the ears of Andrew, so that, that hopefully that can happen. So yeah, that's it. So thank you very much for watching another of my weekly vlogs. Sorry this one's been a bit of a funny one, but hopefully next week we're just going to get out for some walks. It's going to be not very hot, but still sort of bright and sunny, so we should be able to get out, sit in the park, things like that. It's obviously going to be a lot busier out and about, but hopefully we'll do a few bits I can share with you. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Just going to take some of this rather much darker colour out.